Hey guys, it's Mackenzie from Girl Loves Glam here, and we are making this month's bath bomb. It is going to be a raspberry pie, and we are going to use raspberry extract and some butter extract, and it smells divine. So to get started, we are just going to put all of our ingredients in this bowl. We are going to start with 1 cup of baking soda. We're just going to dump our baking soda in. Then we're going to do a 1/2 cup of citric acid. Pour it in there. And then a 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Then we will add 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt. And 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. The coconut oil can be either liquid or solid like this. It does not matter. And once you've gotten all of those ingredients in, you're going to use your hands and you're going to mix them all up. The main thing is just if you are using the solid coconut oil, that you get it all dispersed throughout and really like squish it between your hands like this, and make sure that it is even throughout all of your mixture. So now we're going to take a spray bottle that is full of witch hazel, and you're going to spray it in 5 sprays at a time. Now, one of my most common questions is if you can use water instead of witch hazel, and honestly, I don't use water because there are so many great things that witch hazel can do for your skin, and witch hazel is really inexpensive. So for me, it's worth just using the witch hazel. So spray it in about, I say 5 times, but really it just depends on your mixture. So sometimes I'll do a little bit more at a time, but the main thing is just mixing in that witch hazel or water, whatever it is, into your mixture really well so that it doesn't start to react with the moisture being put into the mixture. So as you can see, it's kind of starting to hold itself together, but it's still a little on the dry side. Okay, so this is feeling a lot better. You can see that it holds itself together, but it still isn't wet at all. It's still pretty dry and can break itself up. So now we are going to add it would be essential oils, or in this case, our extract. And for that, I normally will do about a teaspoon or just a few drops. Normally for extract, I would do about a teaspoon of each. I'm going to put a teaspoon of the raspberry extract, and when you pour it in, try not to pour it all in one spot, and then make sure you hurry and mix it in, because anything wet that gets put into your mixture will instantly start to react. So now we're going to do a teaspoon of the butter extract. Oh man, I wish that you could smell this, because it smells so good, so good. And now we're actually going to bring in another bowl, and this part is totally not necessary, but I like to have a little dimension in my bath bombs, and so I'm going to have 2 different colors that we're gonna do. So this one I am going to add some red, and you can see it kind of starts reacting, so we will mix that together. The food coloring can actually be added at just about any stage. I like to do it at this phase just because I'm able to get exactly the color I want, and then the witch hazel doesn't water it down at all. So for this other one, I want to do more of a pink, and I'm actually gonna mix this, see how I like the color, and then if it looks too red, then I'm gonna add some of this purple. You can also use the gel colors, but they are a lot harder to mix. Oh, this smells so good. So now it's time to put these in our molds. And I have found that my favorite types of molds are actually Christmas ornaments. And you just can, I don't want it to be like perfect by any means. So I'm just going to kind of stuff this in here and then put some of this one in, kind of stuff it in there, put some more of this one in, stuff it in. You get the idea. But you just kind of press it down as you put more in. You could even, if you wanted, you could have even put like the butter extract in one and the raspberry in another, but it's totally not necessary. So this one's pretty full, and you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like by flipping it over. So now we're going to take them and kind of shimmy them together. You can see, oh, it's going to be so cute. And now I'm going to stick this in the freezer for about, really it's usually about a half hour that I put it in for. So it has been about 30 minutes and these have just been hanging out in the freezer, and I always just put an elastic around them to keep them together really nice. And then when you take them off, just kind of want to like just be gentle with it. You don't want to pull it apart like super fast. You just, I always kind of turn it like this and take off half of it, and then the other half is always harder. There we go. Okay, so now we have these fun bath bombs, and oh my gosh, I wish that you could smell them, but they smell so good. They are raspberry pie. Enjoy your new delicious smelling bath bombs and come back next month for another fun bath bomb recipe.